Hey friends, it's Farrelly here from Rec Services at the University of Manitoba, and today I'm going to take you through a quick cool down and stretch that you can use for any of the workouts that you do to prepare you for the workouts to come. Whenever you're doing any kind of intensity work, especially when your heart rate is elevated and your breathing rate is elevated, you're doing a HIIT style or a cardiovascular training, it's really, really important to make sure you incorporate a transition between the hard work and the stop and stretch. So we're going to do a bit of a cool down where we're going to walk around, adding a few stretches for the upper body. The reason we do that is we want to prevent the pooling of the blood in the legs. When we stop moving, our muscles stop contracting, and that contraction is no longer able to help move the blood back up to the brain. So by walking around and stretching and bringing the heart rate down gradually, we can prevent things like lightheadedness and dizziness. So let's do it. We'll start off with cool down. So we want to be keeping our feet moving. Super simple. It can be walking around. It can be tapping the toes. Anything where the muscles in the legs and the lower body are contracting to help milk the blood back up to the brain and the heart so that it can circulate that blood and oxygen throughout the body. We're going to take our hands to the low back. We're going to roll the shoulders back, push the chest out, pull the belly in, lengthening our spine, opening up the chest as we cool our body down, helping control the heart rate back to normal or pre-exercise levels. A recovered heart rate is about 100 beats per minute for most people. Once we get down to below that, then you are golden to stretch. Good work. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Keep those feet going. Want to wrap one hand around the other. You're going to reach up, draw the shoulders down, lengthen through the body, pull the belly in, opening up through the shoulders and the lats. Interesting fact, the better shape you're in, the faster you will recover when you're done your workout and even in between intervals. So that's something you can measure and see. The faster your heart rate comes down and you feel recovered back to normal, the better shape you're getting into. Keep breathing. Good work. A couple more seconds. Now, if you need a little bit more time to recover, your body isn't ready to stop moving yet, then I want you to continue to walk around, drink some water, until you feel that your heart rate and your breathing rate are closer to normal, and then come down onto the floor. So I'm going to start off with a stretch on our belly. So for the front thigh, going to rest your forehead on the back of the right hand. We're going to bend the left knee and grab onto the sock ankle shoe. Keeping the knees close, you're going to squeeze your butt cheek and push your hip into the mat, opening up through the front thigh. Breathing nice and deep when we're stretching. We never want to hold our breath. And trying to hold for at least 30 seconds. Good work. Excellent job. Release that. Let's switch sides. So changing the hand, bending the opposite knee, grabbing onto the sock ankle shoe, knees close, squeeze the glute, push the hip, pull the belly in, open up through that front thigh, lengthening through the shoulder and the neck. Good work. Let's slowly release that, and we're going to come onto our back to stretch out the core, the glute, and the hamstring. So the knees are bent, the feet are flat, hands are going to start at the sides. We're going to lift our hips up, and then you're going to drop down onto your right side. Your knees go to the right side of your body. We're getting a little twist here through the core. We're going to take our arms up, open them out to the side, elbows slightly bent, getting an additional chest stretch in here. So you can stay in this position if it's working for you, but if you want a little deeper stretch, you can take that top leg and drop it down towards the floor in front of you, increasing the rotation through that core body. Think about breathing into the top side rib. Good work. Relaxing through the shoulders and the jaw. Good work. Let's bring those legs together and you're going to slowly roll onto the back, one leg at a time. Adjust your hips. Keep your arms in this position. We're going to lift through the hips one more time. Drop down onto the opposite side. Now the legs are on the left. Knees are bent. And if you have the ability, you're going to take that top leg and drop it down in front. Just know that sometimes one side is more open than the other and it's not going to work the same, and that's okay. Find your breath. Good work. Breathing nice and deep. And release. Let's bring those legs together and slowly roll onto the back, one leg at a time. Reset the hips, release the arms. Let's take our right leg up, pull the toes to the shin, slide the hands down the leg, bring that foot towards the head, pulling the toes towards the shin. You can leave your other leg bent or you can straighten it out. Just know if you straighten it out, it increases the intensity in the stretch in the hamstring. Head is down, shoulders are relaxed. Find your breath. Good work. And release. You're going to take that leg and cross the ankle over the knee, open the hip. Bring the opposite foot off the floor and thread your hands through and behind, grabbing onto the hamstring or the shin. Bring the toes towards the shin, and you're going to roll away from the knee onto the opposite hip. Big stretch for the glute. Keep breathing. Excellent job. We're almost there. And release, flat on the back. Let the legs go, one foot at a time. Take a second, reset the hips, and let's bring the opposite leg up. Left leg is up, pull the toes to the shins, slide the hands down, bring that foot towards the head. Supporting leg is bent or straight, your choice. Shoulders down, head is resting on the mat. Breathing nice and deep. Good work. Release. Take that leg that's up and lay it across the opposite thigh. Bring the foot that's on the floor off. Slide the hands behind, grabbing onto the hamstring or the shin. Flex that top foot, pull the toes to the shin, and roll on to the opposite hip, opening up through the glutes. Keep breathing. Good work. Rolling back onto the back, let the legs go, one leg at a time. Grab onto one shin, rock and roll. Help yourself up. Sitting nice and tall. Sit bones are firmly rooting into the ground. Spine is extended. Let's take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. And you're all done. Good work, friends. There you go. That's your cool down and stretch. I hope you like it and you use it often. We'll see you in the studio. Bye for now.